Hi everyone, this is Dave and welcome to a new video on the Geekanoids channel. In today's video, I want to talk to you about all of the new cameras, lenses, accessories and a new drone that was launched at Photokina 2016. Now, if you watch my videos regularly, you'll know I am very addicted to my cameras. I love recording video, so my primary interest is in video creation, but I also love going out and taking photographs as well. Now, I'm not going to be able to cover everything in this video. This is going to be my highlights, so the things that really piqued my interest. Now, the first range of cameras that were launched came from Panasonic, and these are some fantastic announcements. Now, I'm going to refer to some of the specifications on my screen here. I'm never going to remember them all, but the first one was the Panasonic Lumix Dmc G80. This is really great, very affordable, and it'll get you into 4K video with some fantastic performance. This has got a 16 megapixel digital live MOS sensor, 5-axis dual image stabilization. It records 4K UHD video at 30p, 25p and 24p. It's got a 4K photo function in it as well, splash and dust proof, and it's got that all-important 3.5mm microphone input as well. So if you're into creating your videos, then this is a really good camera to choose. Now, this is a micro four thirds camera. It's an interchangeable lens camera as well, so you can swap out the lenses. Panasonic did also announce, I think it was 3 new lenses, but there's already a great range of lenses available for micro four thirds, including lenses from Olympus. So you could use an Olympus lens on a Panasonic camera. In fact, my Panasonic GX8 has an Olympus 12 to 40mm Pro lens on it. So the fact you can swap lenses out makes this a sort of very flexible system, and it really looks great. It should deliver very crisp and high quality video. Now, the next camera, also from Panasonic, is their Lumix Lx 15. This is a compact camera, very portable, 24 to 72mm f1.4 to f2.8 lens, so very bright lens on this. 4K UHD video in 30p, 25p and 24p, much like the G80. 5-axis hybrid OIS as well, so optical image stabilization. Also does 120 frames per second or 100 frames per second, depending upon the region, full HD slow motion video. Now, this is a little compact camera. It also has a flip up screen. As far as I know, it doesn't have a microphone input, which is a shame because so many of these compact cameras would sell so many more if they just managed to squeeze in a 3.5mm mic input. But alas, this is a compact camera, has stereo mics on top and that flip up screen, which could make it an ideal vlogging camera as well. So if you create daily videos and you're currently using something like a Canon G7X or G7X Mark II or a Sony RX100 Mark 1, 2, 3 or 4, this could be an ideal upgrade because this is going to upgrade you to really crisp 4K quality video, and Panasonic really do deliver on the video front. So do check this one out. This one's going to be available, I think, sort of mid-November. Now, the third camera that Panasonic also announced, and this is a video powerhouse, the Panasonic Lumix FZ2000, or it's an FZ2500 in other regions. This has got a 24mm to 480mm zoom lens, so 24mm at the wide angle all the way up to 480mm. That is amazing. A variable aperture, f2.8 to 4.5. So bear in mind, even when that's zoomed all the way in, you're still getting f4.5, which is pretty good. I also saw a video demonstration of this camera, and if you imagine a bridge camera, so this is like a DSLR, but you can't swap the lens out. When you turn it on, the lens fully extends, and I think it extends about 3 or 4 centimeters. And then when you're zooming in and out, there's no change in the lens size, so it's like internal zoom, which is really great. It's also got some other fantastic video features as well. Now, this is PAL and NTSC selectable in the camera, so you can select your region, and it records in cinema 4K, so up to 4096 to 2160 resolution at 24 frames per second. Now the Panasonic G80 and the LX15 or LX10 in other regions doesn't do that. We only get UHD, but this does Cinema 4K. It also, of course, records in UHD, 3840 by 2160, up to 30 frames per second. And you also get a bit rate on this camera up to 200 megabits per second. So it's going to retain a lot of detail. Plus, there is an optional software upgrade that you have to pay for, which gives you Vlog-L, which is ideal for if you want to record sort of video with a flat profile and then color grade it afterwards. Now, you do get a 3.5mm microphone input, but you also get a headphone jack on this as well to monitor your audio. So you can see that they've really concentrated on the video features of the FZ2000. This is going to be a great camera for if you want sort of an all-in-one solution to take both photos but also really high quality videos. Now, I reviewed the FZ1000 when that first came out, and that actually produced superbly crisp 4K videos. So this new FZ2000 is going to be superb, it really is. Now, all of those three cameras are great for photography as well as video. You get really high quality photos, you also get this 4K photo feature on all of them as well, where you can actually extract a high resolution image from a 4K video. So that's the same as having 30 frames per second on a photography camera, albeit you're getting slightly lower resolution photos, but still very respectable size. So do bear that in mind. Now, next year, they gave us this teaser of what's coming, and we're going to get the Panasonic Gh Five. Now, for a long time, the Panasonic Gh4 was my main production camera. The Gh Five is stepping up the game again. We get 4K up to 60p, 422 10-bit video, and a 6K photo function. Now, they didn't give us too many details about the Gh Five, so we're going to have to wait for those next year, so 2017. And by 2020, they also said they're going to be delivering us an 8K capable camera. Wow. Also, new lenses. I think there were 3 lenses in total. Not going to talk about those here, but do check out the new range of Panasonic lenses as well. Now, Olympus actually also announced, I think it was 3 lenses, a 30mm macro. I think there was a wide angle 8 to 18mm and a 12 to 100mm. They also announced 2 cameras, the sort of entry level of their cameras, the Olympus Epl 8. It's got a flip down, reversible touchscreen, automatic selfie mode, built-in Wi-Fi, which means it's easy to transfer your photos to smartphones, tablets, etc. This one records in 1080, I think it's 1080 at 30 frames per second, so no 4K on this one, but again, a great introduction to the Micro Four Thirds system. The new flagship camera from Olympus was also announced, the OMD EM1 Mark II, and they talked so much about speed, and more speed, and it really is fast. 20.4 megapixel sensor on this, high speed photo capture, and you've got to really listen to this, high speed photo capture up to 60 frames per second. That's without continuous autofocus. If you want continuous autofocus, you're still getting 18 frames per second. 121 all cross-type focus with on-chip phase detection, 5-axis image stabilization, dual SD card slot, and for the first time in an Olympus camera, really serious video features. Now, in one of the previous OMDs, we did have really good video with up to 70 megabits per second bitrate, but in this camera, you're getting Cinema 4K, 4096 by 2160 resolution, up to 237 megabits per second, microphone input and headphone output as well. So this is a real serious video camera as well. I hope that the focus or autofocus during video performs nicely. Only time will tell with that. I hope to also get one of these in my hand so I can bring you a review of this on the channel. Now, we also had some announcements from other manufacturers. Sony with the A99 Mark II, not of personal interest to me, but this is a 42.4 megapixel full frame camera, 12 frames per second continuous shooting, hybrid phase detection autofocus system, and 79 hybrid cross autofocus points were the main sort of features on that. Canon also announced their Eos M5. I'm hoping to get one of their mirrorless cameras into the studio to test when it's available. It looks very interesting. No 4K video though, which is a big shame on Canon's part, but you do get a microphone input. You also get a flip down screen on the Eos M5, and I think they announced a new lens to go alongside it as well. So that's of interest. Now, have you got your bank balance ready? We have got a new medium format camera announced from Fuji. It's the Fujifilm Gfx 50S, and this uses a 51.4 megapixel all new CMOS sensor. They say all new, but it sounds very familiar from a Pentax system, the 645Z I think it is. It's got a tiltable screen, so you can do sort of waist level shooting. It uses the X Processor Pro imaging processor. This sounds new, but get this, $10,000, which will probably equate to £10,000 in the UK. This is big bucks, but it is a medium format camera and it should produce some fantastic quality photos. Now we've also got another announcement from a manufacturer that you would normally associate with very high prices, and that's Leica. They announced the Leica SO4 instant camera, £215 or $299. At last, a Leica camera that we can all afford. It has scene modes such as party, selfie, sport and macro, improved available light performance, and also a new monochrome instant film is available as well as a colour film, and it uses all of the current Fuji Instax range of films as well. So these are little cartridges that you put into the camera, you take your photo, the photo comes out, it develops in front of your eyes, and you've got that memory to give to somebody or to keep for yourself. So the Leica SO4 looks like a fantastic little camera, and I'm going to get one in because I love the look of it. It's available in different colours as well. And then last but not least, let me talk to you about GoPro. Now for a long time people have been saying that GoPro have forgotten about sort of doing upgrades. They're not at the forefront of action cameras anymore. Over the years there's been a lot of competitors' products come out. We've got the likes of DJI and plenty of other smaller sort of brands that are offering us really good performance action cameras. Well, GoPro have not been sitting on their laurels. They announced the new GoPro Hero 5 Black and GoPro Hero 5 Session cameras. Both of them offer 4K video. I've already got a Session, and it's a tiny little camera and it delivers great quality 1080p video, but now that's been upgraded to 4K as well. Both of these cameras don't require cases to be water and dust proof. Fantastic. And they also announced a new Karma drone with its own controller, and it forms part of a complete system of gimbals, mounts, a handheld stabilizer as well. And what happens is you've got the drone, which the landing gear sort of folds out. Also the rotor arms fold out as well. So when it's compacted down into a very small package, it's easy to carry and very, very light. But when it's all sort of unfolded and ready to go, you've got a gimbal on the front which accepts one of the GoPro cameras, either the Hero 4, 5 or 5 Session, and then you can take off and capture that awesome footage. When you're not using the drone, you can take that gimbal part out and attach it to a handheld sort of control, and then you've got very smooth footage whilst you're walking around, much like the DJI Osmo Mobile and the DJI Osmo that I brought you videos of on the channel. So very similar to that, but all in the one system. And also that gimbal and the handheld bit attaches to other things as well. So you can attach the gimbal to a helmet, or you can attach the handle and the gimbal to a backpack strap. And it's sort of a whole system that they put together so that you can sort of take the camera off of being handheld, attach it to the drone, capture aerial footage, put everything together, and you've got that continuity of video style. So that looks really very, very interesting indeed. Now I know a lot of you ask me when I do these videos, what are you going to be getting into the studio? Which cameras are you going to be covering? Well, here we go. I hope to cover the new Olympus OMD EM1 Mark II. I also hope to cover the Canon EOS M5. I will definitely be covering all 3 of the new Panasonic cameras, and I will be covering the new GoPro Hero 5 Black and the GoPro Karma drone. So I'm going to be very, very busy, but very excited as well. So do make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on my videos on those new products. Let me know in the comment section below which products I've talked about today you're most interested in, or indeed if I missed anything from Photokina that really piqued your interest. Thanks for watching, hit that like button, and I'll see you in another video very soon.